It's been a long time coming. From the vibrant city life of Louisville, Kentucky, to the empty and chipmunk-infested LaPorte, Indiana. If you told me that in my senior year, I would be attending a school called Lumiere, I would ask them, "Are you fried?" To be fair, I don't think that any of my fellow boarders here could have guessed that they would be attending a boarding school, let alone a school in the middle of nowhere. But everything happens for a reason. Growing up, and even to this day, I always question everything. I never understood why, at the start of each year, teacher would tell the class that no question is a bad question and feel free to ask if you have one. But by the end of the second week, they hit the class with the, "Sorry, no more questions, we're moving on." Little things like that would constantly stay on my mind and bug me. Well, anyways, I'm not up here to talk to you all about my journey through life or how one certain event completely changed my way of thinking. Instead, I just want to tell each and every one of you all a couple of things. First, to never ever let anyone put you in a box. I'm not talking about a literal box. Well, I mean, you shouldn't let anyone put you in one of those either. But a figurative box, where someone tries to control your thoughts and restrain you from branching out to become a complete person. Many people fear leaving the box and oftentimes place themselves in a mental box, not allowing themselves to reach their ceiling in all areas of life. Second, try your best to make some kind of positive impact on someone's life. There's no better feeling than someone telling you that you made a positive impact on their life or that they look up to you. It all starts with getting to know someone on a deeper level. Today, in a world full of likes and retweets, getting to know people on a deeper level is often overlooked by trying to catch the next Twitter challenge or the next time your wifey decides to bless your timeline with a nice IG pic. Even though we know that those things aren't even the slightest of importance to what is actually going on in our lives, yet we rather be on Instagram for hours on hours than actually talk to that girl whose page you just so happen to be lurking on whenever she posts a blessed pic. And we all know that person who acts totally different on social media than they do in person. So go out and talk to people face to face because none of us want to end up on the show Catfish. This past summer, I decided to take the challenge of removing Instagram and Twitter from my phone because I knew that they only made me even more antisocial than I already am. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty hard at first, but from this experiment, I noticed that once I uninstalled the apps from my cellular device, that I came to value relationships and face-to-face interaction more, causing me to enjoy the company of others a lot more. Coming into this year, I knew that I would have to be more of a role model for the underclassmen. I am making a point to try to branch out and stand up for what I truly believe in more than in the past. I have to show you all that no one can limit you to just one thing. I am more than just a basketball player. And in fact, if you're really close to me, then you probably know that I would much rather have a deep intellectual conversation than one about how many points KD scored in his first game against his old team, the Thunder. If you're really good at a subject and notice that the only time certain people come up to talk to you is when they're checking to see what you got on one of the homework problems, then you should be offended. Do not be afraid to voice yourself, whether it's in the classroom, on social media, or on the athletic field or court. Even though everyone does not have the same social status or financial situation, everyone has a voice, so let yours be heard. Some people will hate you for standing up for what you believe in or even what you like to wear, but they will respect you for it, I promise. For the ones who have siblings or had a sibling come to Lumiere, we must stick together. We all know about the mixing up of the names, and we get that. But when the staff thinks that we are obligated to do something because our sibling did in the past, now you're pushing it. We are our own person and do not have to alter our way of life just because someone with our last name once came here. However, instead of fighting the comparisons, we must embrace it because, like it or not, we are related. Over the past 3 years, I've grown close to a lot of guys in my dorms, especially the OG Beckett boys, enough to call them my brothers. We have a bond that cannot be broken. We have experienced lots of laughs and sometimes even walk on each other crying, and that's what makes this place special. Lalu makes it easy for you to love and get tired of everyone because we are always around each other 24/7. Once you hit senior year, you will know so much, maybe even too much about your peers. Each and every one of us knows that Lumiere is just a weird place, and I think by just being here, it caused us all to become a little weird in some sort of fashion. Also, we can all attest that there are very, very long stretches where we do not want to be here and could think of a million other things we could do with our lives. But how many other schools have ninja spoon tag during the school day? Okay, yeah, that's pretty lame. But still, it's just a different place. So instead of being too cool, we might as well just embrace it because we all know there's no other high school that we'd rather attend than here. Finally, to wrap this up, never be afraid to question others and to question yourself. A closed mouth does not get fed. Impact some lives on your journey through life. The best feeling that I've received, way better than winning a basketball game or getting a perfect on a test, was hearing that someone would name their firstborn son after me. I feel like there's no higher respect level than to name your seed after someone. Let your voice be heard and stay away from all boxes. They do nothing but hold you back from achieving your true greatness. I would like to end with a quote from the Sauce God himself. Stay saucy, stay original, and stay blessed. Zeke out.